Mavele from programtom.com/dev here, and in this episode I'm gonna throw out some sneaky integrations that I did with Vaadin. I'm using Vaadin on top of Spring Boot, and basically I'm creating several applications here, and today I'm gonna show you two cool integrations. So here I have a work in progress of a family tree. So this is integration with uh, this JS. So it is a networking JavaScript library that you could wire up nodes and put labels on the nodes and arrows and different stuff. Basically, I have done this integration within Vaadin web app, and besides that, I'm continuing to improve my Bootstrap library with this is uh, a row with columns, and yeah, it goes over. Yeah, I need to retest it. Probably I'll need to wrap these rows here, but to get better responsibility. But basically, this a bootstrap integration with Vaadin and also this JS, and the code is pretty straightforward here. Mm, what something else? I've done the integration on the client side to pass back to the backend the item selected, so I could get uh, load the connections of the other nodes that I'm selecting that haven't been loaded yet. So this is not super trivial because once you create something and add it, it is on the tree. So if something changes here in the JavaScript space, it is outside of Vaadin context. So I have done some little workaround and made it work. So basically, I load. The first case is when there there is no person me record, and I'm showcasing your names input and doing save. And after that, I'm creating this network with a background light gray, and I'm setting up the network, the visual network. And then on div, for now, I'm just printing out the ID. But basically, the way it is implemented, I have added second div and placed a click event on it. This is Vaadin code. I'll get the result when the div2 is clicked, and the output will come to the backend thanks to this callback, and the integration between the front end and the backend of Vaadin that for normal components a user does not think about these things, but yeah, when you make custom integrations, you need to think twice what piece of code is located where, so you could program it properly. So I'm setting an event, on click event on the network, and I'm getting the nodes selected, and I'm setting an attribute on the div2 element, and after that I'm making a programmatic click on the element. I could improve this one, but yeah, this is just a dirty example how I'm doing it. I've created a second div that is just a placeholder for data, and basically the backend code gets the attribute that is set here after clicking on a network node. So this one integration, and for loading the other relations of the selected node, I'm selecting by user, and after for each relation I am executing JavaScript add node with a label, and when node is added I'm adding an H. So execute.js is a asynchronous operation, and basically when you need something executed after another once you want the other thing to have been completed, you need to use these callbacks when, and it's very similar for the else clause. And basically this adds nodes with length and a label. So the label is the relation type, and I'll probably remove this system out print lines, and yeah, here's the floating input that is my bootstrap components, and here is bootstrap widgets with row, column, container, and yeah, I'll check out what else I should add here so this will not get smashed so much on mobile view, because they are very smashed here. And basically this is the integrating with custom JavaScript library. And I'll show you one more thing. Yeah, the other thing is a cool new feature coming to my mission accomplished, a little bit more complex to do up. Basically, I'm integrating drag and drop functionality. So here is the first item, and I'll make it on the second place. So E will be first, and 4, 4, 5, 6 on the second. So let me reverse this. And basically, drag and drop functionality needs several flags and listeners. So these elements, these rows are marked as draggable. This is mission list item. So these items are draggable, and I'm setting drag data, the mission. Yeah, it also requires the implements draggable. And basically, when drag starts, to be responsive to showcase the user uh, where it is possible to drop something, you need to place drag start and drag and callbacks. So you could add and or remove some classes, CSS classes. So these classes need to be reset even after successful dropping. So after you start again, basically when you start dragging, you need to put some indication what element is dragged and where it is allowed to drop. So you can see I cannot drop here, but if I drag the item here, the cursor changes, and as you can see, I have also implemented an indication that it will be possible to drop here, and it changes the fill color. So basically, uh, drag and drop it requires several events besides, besides drag start, drag end. This is on the list items. It also requires drag enter and drag leave. This is this effect. And yeah, basically when drop listener is over, it also needs to call drag leave, as otherwise it will leave the this class, and you want to reset these. So basically, um, the places where you need to allow the user to drop must be active, must be active diffs, and basically there is a Vaadin API for drag and drop that could help you. And on drop, you want to refresh stuff. And I have some to dos here, but basically this is integration with some help from Vaadin that I haven't coded myself the JavaScript. And basically I have also three other integrations in mind, integrating with voice and video recording from the browser. I have another app in my to-do list, uh, geographic app, and there I'll do integration with a map and a GPS location, getting the GPS location from the browser. And the other feature is push notifications. So I've already done some local storage caching for language and other stuff. And basically, with Vaadin, you have the power to not think entirely about the client side if you're programming some more data-driven apps and more business-centric apps. You not need to write any JavaScript or CSS. You only code the logic. But if you need, you have the full power, and as you can see, all these integrations are actually not so hard when you figure out what is required, when you cut down the big task to smaller accomplishable items. So this is one of my features of mission accomplished to do. To do has sub to dos. I think I had it here, or maybe next page. Yeah, it was in the next page. To do has a sub to dos. So this is common thing that every software developer does. So he could get to a subtask that is accomplishable within half hour or 1 hour, and if the task is bigger, to a day or a week. And on a higher level, project managers chop down the features into 2 week sprints, so they also include uh, QA sessions, the QA work, and DevOps delivery of the items to different environments. And yeah, this is pretty straightforward way of developing software. So this is for today. The power of Vaadin and the possibility to integrate with JavaScript and to not.